All right, welcome to another exciting episode of Weekly Entertainment. I'd like to give a huge thanks to to the super producer Ian Smith for that new intro. I absolutely love it. That was the first time I ever saw that, and I really got a kick out of that, and I hope you did too. That was a really cool opening, and again, we can't thank him enough. And of course, a huge shout out goes to everyone here at CMN TV. Everyone's just great here, and you too can be a guest on the show. Just contact us via the website, weeklyentertainment.org. And, we've been getting lots of emails, and we have some interesting stuff coming your way in the very near future, so stay tuned for that. But there it is. Yes, if you want to be a guest right here on the show and be interviewed by yours truly, just send us an email, and you too can come on as long as it's family friendly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? I can't stress that enough because we've been getting a few... a few doozies here, and just let me say, make sure, nothing that involves removing clothing. Okay, we can't do that, and we can't swear, and make sure, just keep it clean. Okay, bottom line, keep it clean. All right, well, we have a great show for you today. Speaking of special guests, we have a couple musical guests on the show today. We have all the way from Dublin, Ireland. These guys were in town over the St. Patrick's Day holiday, which we all enjoyed. But we have Haggis McNuckles and Clarence McDrunkard. Together they are known as the McNasty Brothers. And they've got a few songs for us. I guess they appeared at a local pub and shot some footage, and we're gonna take a look at that. But again, we have some really cool events coming up, and we're going to cover those. We're going to talk about that a little bit more later on in the show. But one thing, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you bring mosquito repellent if it's off or whatnot, or if you have any home remedies. I understand you can actually take a dryer sheet and rub it on your skin, because I don't know if you can see this on camera, but I swear my skin looks like the surface of Mars. I am just so badly eaten up. This wrist has swollen up to the size of a balloon. If you look at them together. But anyways, enough about me. But make sure you take all the right precautions, or you're going to turn into a human pincushion like me. If anyone out there has any home remedies for mosquito bites, again, contact us via the site. I'd love to hear them, and maybe we can even get those on the air as a public service announcement, because we do have a lot of really fun outdoor activities coming up within the next 2 weeks, and we're going to be covering them right here on the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, here is the McNasty Brothers, Haggis and Clarence. Take it away, boys.
Here comes the sun. What song are we starting with?
Well, what we're doing... hey, welcome back there, everyone.
We're back. We got our guitars.
Yes, we do. See, and they're all pretty, just like...
Right, just in time for St. Patrick's Day.
Prettier than some of the lasses I've seen out there.
Hey, they're pretty rough up there.
But if you take a few drinks, it turns a dog into a fox, eh?
Beer goggles.
But anyway, we are here to educate you.
That's right.
We just got the 501c3. Because we're an educational band.
That's exactly what we are for young and old alike.
That is correct.
Should we tell them where we are? What pub we're in?
We're in a pub somewhere.
In Ireland.
That is correct. As you can see, his great uncle's painting up there.
Yes, that is Arthur McSheetstains. He painted that.
That's very...
Way back in the 1400s.
Great work.
Great, very...
Very great. It's so great I have to honor that. Even though I feel like fighting, I have to honor it. So, anyway, what we're going to be talking about, we're talking to the crowd out there.
It's very educational on the holiday.
Very educational. And we got a letter.
Well, yes, we already have to do it
Yes.
because it's a public service.
It's a public...
We were drunk and disorderly.
Yes, we were drunk,
Aye.
very disorderly. Because we had sucker punches and knockouts.
And I had no pants on.
That could happen all the time. Anyway, we get calls and letters, and one of the calls that we received was someone saying, Clarence and haggis. I go to the restaurant, and they give me bad service.
What are we to do?
What are we to do? What, huh? What do you think that, Clarence? What are we to do?
Well, after I beat up the waiter,
Well,
bad service.
you don't want to get into fights and
Sucker punch him.
we've been going to jail too much for that. We got to take... Okay, we promised we wouldn't be fighting all the time. Fighting and drinking and fighting. So we're taking a conservative approach. And you know what that was?
No, tell me, haggis.
Well, we were going to eat our food and walk away. Eat the food and walk away. Eat the food and walk away and slip right out the door. Eat the food and walk away and eat the food and walk away. Eat the food and walk away and slip right out the door. Eat the food and walk away. Eat the food and walk away. Eat the food and walk away and slip right out the door. Eat the food and walk away. Eat the food, walk away. Eat the food, walk away. The door.
Are you okay, haggis?
I've been smoking too much of that stuff. Found it around the bloody store.
So what do we do now? Eat the food and walk away.
Eat the food and walk away. Eat the food and walk away. Walk right out the door. Yeah. So you ate the food. They brought you the stuff late. And it's cold. The drink is half empty. And it's not cold and it's not warm. It's tepid. The waitress, you ask her a request. And she does not show up for hours and hours and hours.
Okay, and we are back. I hope you enjoyed that. Just shows where the budget of this show is going, ladies and gentlemen. Haggis and Clarence, we'll be hearing more from them in just a minute. All right. Again, upcoming events. Hey, you know, this one I'm really looking forward to, and we're going to be covering this. The Royal Oak Garage Sale. They have this every year. It's annual. They have it in the big parking structure where I believe it's 4 stories, and each floor is completely covered with vendors, and you can find all kinds of great antiques, collectibles. I cannot recommend this enough. It's going to be so much fun, and we're going to be sending our cameras down there and bringing you some footage. Maybe Xander will check out the local antiques and see what kind of treasures he can come up with. Another thing is, actually one of our previous guests is going to be here. Donald Lee, you might remember him. He was the abstract and science fiction artist. He's actually going to have a booth at the Plymouth Art Fair. So make sure you get down there and say hi to him. I know we're gonna send the cameras down there, and we're gonna stop and give a big warm hello to Mr. Lee and check out his artwork and see what else the other local artists have to offer. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it, and I'm sure Xander's looking forward to it as well. And like I said before, wear your mosquito repellent. You do not want to look like this. Oh boy, it's not fun, you know, constant itching. Again, if you're out there, if you have any home remedies, let me know. But, again, here we go again with some more of Haggis and Clarence, and we're going to check them out. And, you know, they're a lot of fun. They come from Dublin, Ireland, and they play the wonderful Irish folk jigs, which we're going to take a listen to right now. Okay, here's more from the McNasty Brothers. Gather around, folks. It's going to be fun.
That cook must be drunk. You asked for a seat. They say 15 minutes, so what they meant was an hour and 15 minutes. So I got my table, ordered my food, and I ate my food and walked away. Eat my food and walked away. Eat my food and walked away. It slipped right out the door. Eat my food and walked away. Eat my food and walked away. Eat my food and walked away. Slipped right out the door. So there's your response.
Never pay for bad service in a restaurant.
Correct. You don't want to fight either and go to jail. You want to? eat your food,
And walk away.
slip right out the door. Okay, that would be one.
Excellent.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, and we're gonna actually try to get them live in the studio one day, and that'll be a lot of fun. But like we were talking before, be sure to go to the Plymouth Art Fair and check out. Not only Donald Lee is going to be appearing, one of our favorite guests on the show. There's an entire multitude of other artists, local artists and people who travel from out of state. This is one of the biggest art shows in Michigan. Well, of course, the Ann Arbor Street Art Fair is the biggest one, but the Plymouth one I think it's immensely fun. So definitely get the kids. There's always something interesting to see. Sometimes you run into kind of adult work, I've noticed at this, but it's still pretty family friendly. You just got to know, what to judge with your kids. If you see something that might be offensive, make sure you kind of get their attention. Oh, look over here, little Johnny. You don't want to see the women's bodies used as landscape photos, which that guy seems to be at every single art fair. You know what? I'm going to try to get him on the show. That would be interesting to hear about him and his work. I'm sure you've seen it if you've gone to one of these. But the Plymouth Art Fair, check it out, and make sure to say hi to Donald Lee. And if you see me and Xander lurking around, make sure you say hi to one of us, and maybe we'll even give you a T-shirt, and Xander will sign an autograph for you, because he is the real star of the show. I mean, forget me, I'm just the talking head here, where Xander is the true talent, as we all know. But moving right along, more from the McNasty brothers. I hope you're enjoying this and enjoying it with your loved ones in the room. Maybe the kids will enjoy some Irish folk music. So the kids are around, get them in the room. It's time for more Haggis and Clarence. Let's see what they're up to.
Hey, Haggis.
Hey, what the
I
Clarence?
just got a letter in the mail.
A letter?
That's right.
Is it fan mail?
Well, no, these women, they're stalking me. What am I going to do about it?
Let me think about that. Let Uncle Haggis think about that right here, Junior.
It says I'm a barbarian. I'm a cad.
A cad. I thought the
cad.
I thought the cad was something you learned in college. See, we've got to get educational here. CAD is what you take in college to design like a house, I believe it is, right?
I believe so.
Computer-aided design. Now they think because we drink, we're stupid. But we studied some at Beer University.
Smart, that's right.
Yeah, we hear things when we drink, friends talk big braggart things, so.
And we fight.
And when we're fighting, we hear the braggartry, they brag a lot.
But we can't beat up the women, can we?
No, we cannot.
No, as much as we'd like to.
No, you cannot touch a woman.
No, that's very important.
Always treat a woman nice, even if she goes to burn your butt with a hot iron used for the horse. She chases you with the butcher knife. You still have to say, yes, dear.
And they send you letters.
And then she could chase you around with deadly weapons, and you have to still say, yes, dear.
That's right, and the next thing you know, they're suing you for refrigerator magnets.
And then all you have to do is say, yes, dear. So, I was just thinking the other day.
Oh, what are you thinking, Haggis?
You can't touch a woman. Always treat your woman like your mother, even if she goes to chase you around like she's a wild animal.
Now, my mother gives some mighty spankings.
There you go. But the way to take care of the stalker ladies, and from experience, Haggis knows this.
Haggis knows this.
Is that...
Pay attention.
What was it? My lady friend, she's stalking me. Lady friend, she's stalking me.
Don't know what to do.
Don't know what to do.
We cannot beat them in the head.
No, we can't.
We can't throw them in the sewer.
No, we can't. We have to always honor the ladies.
We cannot run them over with our car.
No, we cannot.
Or hit them with a bat.
No violence. Once again, though we might want to give you sucker punches and knockouts.
By the album.
Yes, by the album. We now know that, you must go out. You must get involved with your local gym and make sure that your new girlfriend's a wrestler, your new girlfriend's a wrestler, your new girlfriend's a wrestler, she'll body slam your ex. Your new girlfriend's a wrestler, your new girlfriend's a wrestler, your new girlfriend's a wrestler, and she'll body slam your ex. New girlfriend's a wrestler, your new girlfriend's a wrestler, new girlfriend's a wrestler, she'll body slam your ex. New girlfriend's a wrestler, new girlfriend's a wrestler, new girlfriend's a wrestler, she'll body slam your ex. Keep playing it there, Clarence. Yes, once upon a time I had a girlfriend and she was stalking me very hard. She would walk around and knock on my door late at night. And she was rough and tough in her own right. She'd call me names through the window.
Yeah, see, this is what we do when it's a slow news week. You know, oh, we're on? Oh, okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Weekly Entertainment. Well, you know, that's if you want to be on the show, you know, if you have a special talent, if you have a gift, if you're a writer, painter, sculptor, juggler, sword swallower, anything, send us an email, care of the website. That's weeklyentertainment.org, and we can put you on the air as long as it's family friendly. You know, we've had a lot of great guests over the past. It's it's been over a year since we've started doing this show. It started with Mr. Crazy Mark. And we've had so many great guests. Donald Lee is one of them. He's a great, gifted artist. Grady McMurtry, a national speaker. He talked about the young earth creationist movement. Carol Teagarden, always one of our favorites. She's the very lovely woman in our brand new intro. She's always a wonderful, wonderful guest to have on, very insightful. And she has a new book coming out, so I'm sure once that's out, we'll have her back on the show. But if you think you have what it takes, make sure you send us an email and we can get you on the air right here at the CMN TV studios. There it is, weeklyentertainment.org. Thank you very much. Well, this is truly one of my favorite guests, Haggis and Clarence McNuckles, also known as the McNasty Brothers. You know, apparently they're available for weddings and bar mitzvahs and St. Paddy's Day parties. If you have a bar, if you want them to appear at your bar and play some Irish music, make sure you send us an email and we can get you in touch with Haggis and Clarence if they're not too drunk. So let's get back to the festivities and see what the McNasty Brothers have going on, even though it's not even St. Patrick's Day. It's almost the middle of July. So let's see what they have going on for St. Paddy's Day.
No, at 4 a.m. and scratch my car up with keys and an old tin can. She kicked me in the shin and chased me with a butcher knife. And that's when I decided that I would change my life. And my new girlfriend was a wrestler. My new girlfriend's a wrestler. New girlfriend's a wrestler. She'll body slam my ex. New girlfriend's a wrestler. New girlfriend's a wrestler. New girlfriend's a wrestler. She'll body slam my ex. You know that, Clarence?
Wild Haggis.
Oh, you keep playing that, and I'll tell you what. There's always a downside to that, too, you know.
Aye, there's always a downside.
The downside is that she could body slam you.
Ah, that might be fun.
Yeah, she could pick you up and throw you down.
Right on the bed.
Or on the concrete. Or on your head. She might be lovable at first. But she could become angry like a storm. Because her muscles are bigger than yours.
Aye.
And you best be warned. If your girlfriend's a wrestler, your new girlfriend's a wrestler. New girlfriend's a wrestler, she'll body slam your ex. New girlfriend's a wrestler. New girlfriend's a wrestler. New girlfriend's a wrestler, and she'll body slam you too.
What's that? No, I'm sure they're tuned out by now. I'm sure nobody's even watching. What's that? Oh, the red light. Okay. But hello, welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting adventure here at Weekly Entertainment. Yes, I'd like to thank the McNasty Brothers once again. These are a bunch of great performers, and I guess they're really big over in Dublin, and they perform at all the little pubs, and I guess they've been as far as England, and they've appeared in Japan. I guess they're really big in Japan, even. Yeah, they love the Irish folk music. So if you're a fan of that type of music, of folk music, I know that's becoming really popular now. There's the bands Mumford and Sons. They perform a really folky Irish type music, and the Lumineers, I think, is another one. So if you like them, you'll be a big fan of the McNasty Brothers. And make sure to look for their new album. It's called Hits, Punches, and it's Sucker Punches, Hits, and we'll get the name for you, folks, but they say it in the video. So Sucker Punches, Hits, and Knockouts, that's what it's called by the McNasty Brothers. So go to your local Barnes & Noble or wherever they sell CDs now, Best Buy, I'm sure we'll have it. Ask for it by name, the McNasty Brothers. Well, we're running late in the show, and we're going to, of course, we have more from the McNasty Brothers coming up. But again, one more time, if you want to be on the show, send us an email, care of the website. There we go, so we don't have another slow news week. All right. Well, here we go with more McNasty Brothers, ladies and gentlemen. You see, you don't even get this on PBS. I know they like to bring you, Austin City Limits, and, they have the huge bands. But we like to bring you the music no one's ever heard of. We brought you UGA. We brought you the Howard Tapley. Well, here's the McNasty Brothers.
How do you want to do the boss song?
Let's do
C, C, G, C,
that's easy enough. Yeah, that sounds kind of funky.
D, and D, D, G.
Okay, we got it.
And we're back.
All right, Haggis.
Yes,
You know,
what?
I understand you lost your job because you were drinking.
Oh, yes, I was, yes, they just said, oh, that's it, Haggis, get out of here. You're going to endanger the lives of everybody working here at the dock.
You shouldn't run a forklift when you're
Oh, forklift, driving a boat, and all these things. It's so much more fun, though, when you've got that bottle in your hand. It gives you strength and character,
Aye, that is correct.
See, a man who just walks off the boat empty-handed, he's just like, that's a man empty-handed walking off a boat.
Man.
But when I walk off the boat with a great big stein in my hand, or I have a giant glass of ale, or a giant bottle of Foster's, or whatever it is, they say, now that's a real man. And we're not going to argue with whatever he says.
Aye, and you probably shouldn't have run over the boss's terrier.
Well, that mangy mutt got in the way. He needs a bigger, more stronger, manly dog. Not a little terrier.
You did him a favor?
Yes, he needs one of those big dogs. The ones that, bite your leg off, not like a little, poodle, his dog was like a poodle. And poodles, they get in the way. They're like a mouse,
Well, you lost your job?
Well, yes, that's over and done with. But I hear on your job you've been asking for a raise.
Aye, for a long time now.
Oh, my gosh. What are we going to do about that?
I work at the potato company.
And how many times have you asked for a raise?
Well, too many times to even remember.
And each time they tell you, what is it? The economy is bad, the butt itches, what is it? They have hemorrhoids?
They have hemorrhoids, so they cannot pay me?
They can't do that. There are too many children out there. They're saying that Ethiopia is bad.
I have 20 children.
Excuse after excuse after excuse.
My wife just dropped another one.
Then you need a raise.
Aye.
Cost of living expenses. Now listen in, folks. Uncle Haggis here has the solution to that as well, even though I don't have a job. You've got to do what Uncle Haggis did.
We don't mean just drink.
That is correct. You've got to slam that bottle down. You've got to take a stand. And And it kind of goes like this. I asked the boss for a raise, I asked the boss for a raise, I asked the boss for a raise, he wouldn't, so I quit. I asked the boss for a raise, I asked the boss for a raise, I asked the boss for a raise, he wouldn't, then I quit. Asked the boss for a raise, asked the boss for a raise, asked the boss for a raise, he wouldn't, so I quit. Ask the boss for a raise, ask the boss for a raise, ask the boss for a raise, he wouldn't, so I quit. Keep playing there, Clarence. Oh, that boss, he was nothing but a liar. He gave himself a raise all the time, driving around in that big fancy car. Brand new suit.
Yeah, I was doing a little stand-up gig there a few nights ago. They had a really, really nice buffet and everything. It was worth it. I would definitely do it. Oh, we're back. You know, I'm sorry. I'm just not with it today. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, and this is Weekly Entertainment. We'd like to give a big thanks to the McNasty brothers, Clarence and Haggis. You know, like I was saying before, we like to bring you unique talent. You know, I was talking about Mr. Lee and Grady McMurtry, and we've had Christopher Nadeau on the show, and we just had just the greatest Scare Bears is another. That guy has taken off so much. I mean, he is setting up at every convention, and his Scare Bears have just skyrocketed in sales. And, you know, I'd like to think maybe we helped a little bit, because he did get his start on Weekly Entertainment. So if you think you have any kind of talent and you want your face out there, and maybe you can become a big star too, just like Scare Bears or UGA or Carol Teagarden or Donald Lee or Grady McMurtry or even the McNasty brothers. If you think you have what it takes, make sure you send us a email, and we can get you right here on the show, and you can start your career right here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and next week we're going to take a look at some of the area events going on, such as the Plymouth Art Fair, like we talked about, and we are going to be visiting the Royal Oak Garage Sale. So that's going to be just a ton of fun, and we're really looking forward to it, and we'll be back here next week in the studio, and we'd like to thank the McNasty brothers, and again, you know, we can't thank you enough for all this unique talent that we get, and I get the pleasure of showcasing it to you. It's just so much fun, and it's just so interesting, and we've met so many interesting people, and you know, I'm just having a blast with this. So there I am, and there you are at home, and if you want to be right here, send us an email, care of the website. Can we show that one more time? And there we go, weeklyentertainment.org. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like to thank Clarence McNuckles and Haggis McNasty, the McNasty brothers. I'm sorry, it's Haggis McNuckles and Clarence McDrunkard. There we go. And they are known as the McNasty brothers. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good, safe weekend, and enjoy your summer, and don't get bit like me by mosquitoes. Thank you. Good night. Yeah, that's what I was talking about right there.